Hello, I'm CN. I'm the in-house therapist on the 10-year series app. Here's how you can find out, evaluate, and seek help. So now I'm going to talk more about Find Out. So in Find Out, there are blogs that talks about mental health. For example, in this December series, we're going to talk more about sleep. Why is sleep so important for teenagers? Because sleep actually helps the brain grow and to store memories. If you don't sleep enough, you actually have very little storage for your memories and you're not able to remember what you've studied or what has happened in the last week or so. So it's really important to have at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. And if you don't have quality sleep, make sure you have a good bedroom routine, making sure the bedroom is conducive enough for sleep. For example, making sure the bedroom is dark enough and quiet enough for your bed. In Evaluate, we have a screening questionnaire about mental health. For the first questionnaire is a general health questionnaire where we check on your depression, anxiety, self-esteem, whether there's any bullying, your social support, as well as your sleep. And if you're at risk of any of these 6 domains, you'll be asked to do further clinical screening, so more in-depth screening. And if you're at risk, in those in-depth screening, we'll actually give some advice on what you can do to improve your situation. So now I'm going to talk more about why bullying is actually important. Bullying occurs in different kinds of forms, not just physical bullying. It can occur cyberbullying, it can occur leaving people out, calling names. That's also different types of bullying. And bullying doesn't only exist among your school, like in your school. It can also occur at home as well as in tuition centers. So it's really important to be aware whether you're being bullied as well as your peers, whether your peers are being bullied. In the Seek Help function, you'll be able to select the therapist icon and chat with a specific therapist. So you can select the therapist name and start chatting with the therapist, especially if you were at risk to any of the screening questions before. So in the chat function, your identity will not be revealed. So do not worry about your identity. Everything will be kept anonymous, so you can feel free to ask any form of question related to your mental health. And if you would like to do a separate online session, you can discuss with the therapist how you would like to see the therapist online, and those charges will be separate from the 10-year series app. Why we actually included this mental health component in the 10-year series app is because we recognize that teenage years are a difficult period of your life. Not only are you going through hormones, you're also dealing with the pressures of academic, of social life, of communication at home as well as in school. So we recognize that teenage years is a really important time where teenagers need the support mentally, socially, as well as academically. So that's why we have this mental health component.